Is YouTube really on easy mode? Let's talk about it. Hi guys, I'm making this video because I feel a little bit lost here doing my YouTube channel, and I just felt like I had to talk to anybody else out there who might be feeling a similar way to me. So first of all, let's talk about why I feel that YouTube is not really on easy mode. So there are so many people out there making videos about how YouTube is on easy mode and how you can blow up in YouTube under 2 weeks or whatever. And I have to say, first of all, that there is some truth to that. I am living proof of that because I was able to monetize my channel in less than 2 months on YouTube. It was both easy and not easy, and that's what I want to talk about today. So the easy part of YouTube is that nowadays the threshold to get monetized is quite low. I believe that YouTube is pushing a lot of new YouTubers out there. A lot of small channels are being pushed out by YouTube. Which is a great thing, right? That's amazing. I was able to monetize faster than I had expected, actually. So another reason why it might be considered as easy is because you don't have to have highly professional videos anymore like it used to be. You can just sit down in front of your camera like I'm doing right now and just talk to people out there, and your videos get pushed out by YouTube, which is pretty cool. You don't have to have crickets every time you post a video anymore. You can easily, well, not easily, but I do believe that YouTube is pushing younger creators out there. YouTube is pushing new creators out there and people with perhaps a fresh point of view on the same topics or on similar topics that are quite popular on YouTube. So there are several small channels out there that are doing great, and they are able to monetize in a very short period of time. Because not everybody is the same. Obviously, not every channel is made equally. Some people might take a few more months, maybe 5 months or 6 months, and some people might take a few weeks or a couple of months, as it happened in my case. And that is also due to the fact that there are lots of people on YouTube nowadays who are moving away from short form content from places like Instagram and TikTok and moving to YouTube to look for more authentic content out there. And so if you are being real and you're not sugarcoating stuff and you are able to just be real in front of a camera nowadays, YouTube is pushing that quite a lot. So YouTube wants fresh content. YouTube wants new faces out there to attract the viewers because that's the goal of YouTube. The goal of YouTube is to get people to watch the content on this platform, to stay on the platform. And fresh, new content is what is happening, what is doing it nowadays. Now, I have some notes here just to remind me of what to talk about. So now let's come to the hard truth about YouTube. Why I don't think that YouTube is exactly on easy mode. I feel like easy mode, YouTube is more like the carrot on a stick phenomenon. So what does that mean? That means that the goal seems to be monetization. That's the carrot, right? But that's not the end goal. That's not the end of it all. That's not the main struggle right now. So it's easy to get monetized, but it's not easy to grow. That's what I found out. It's not easy to grow. So I'll just give you a very quick lowdown of my channel itself. So I started my channel in October of 2024, and I started posting videos towards the end of October 2024, and by December 15th, I believe, I was already fully monetized. So I had my 4,000 watch hours and my 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 subscribers. But I was able to get there from one video, mainly one video. And it was uncanny how that video went viral, at least according to my standards. I mean, I'm new, so for me, getting a video, my first few videos, I only got about, let's say, a couple hundred views on my first 3 videos, for first 4 videos, and then my 8th video just took off and went viral. And at the beginning, it was just slow, like the other videos, and then it just took it about a week or less, and then it just shot up to about 20,000 views. And that was amazing for me. That was incredible for me. But it wasn't just 20,000 views. It seemed to have gone out to the people that I made that video for. So it seemed to have hit the right audience, and I had high retention rate. So I had most people watching till the end. I think my click-through rate was about 9%. And my total watch time was about 60% of watch time. And many people reacted to that video. So many people resonated with that video, and I got lots of comments and likes. And so that means engagement was quite high with that video. So everything was going on greatly for that video. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going viral. I think I'm going to, just ride on that wave and make something similar, just like a follow-up video, which didn't do as well as the initial video, but that's beside the point. My point is, with that one video, I was able to gain very quickly my subscribers, my 1,000 subscribers, and soon after my 4,000 watch hours. And if I take that video out right now, so this is I'm running into my 3rd month on YouTube now, not fully 3 months. I've been on YouTube now for 2 months and maybe a week. And if I take out that particular video, I've got 19 full videos and 19 long form videos and 3 short form videos. So if I remove that one video out, that I will be left with 18, right? And those 18 videos would have given me up to now 900 subscribers and about 2,500 watch hours, which isn't bad, okay, for a start, which isn't bad. And honestly, I was expecting this kind of growth, a slow growth at the beginning. But this one video, just catapulted my channel into monetization, which was great. But then a funny thing happened. Once I got monetized, I just saw my views go down. The growth of my channel just went very, very quickly, and then slowly started to rise again. So the growth I'm experiencing now is what I would call normal growth, okay? And so that just led me to think that the algorithm does favor new channels, and the algorithm is designed in such a way that it can get your videos in front of people. But I believe that YouTube's goal is to make it easy for people to join YouTube, to be a creator on YouTube, and not discourage people from being a creator. And one of the ways that is being done is by getting new creators to monetize very quickly, because that's usually our first goal when we are on YouTube. Our first goal is always, get monetized, get that 1,000 subscribers and that 4,000 watch hours, and yay, we're all YouTubers and millionaires, right? We're all making big bucks, but that's not the reality. So the reality for me, what I found out is that this is when the real work starts. So it does depend on what you want to achieve on YouTube. I think there are 3 kinds of people on YouTube at the moment. So there are people who are doing this as a kind of hobby, right? A creative outlet. And so monetization is not really their goal. And so they just create, just put things out there. And then I think there are people who take it very seriously and want to earn a living on YouTube, which, by the way, I would advise you that unless you are great at making videos and great at with thumbnails and titles and all of that stuff that make people click. Don't quit your job for YouTube, okay? Don't quit your job for YouTube, because I don't think I've made that much money in 1 month of being, well, it's not been 1 month since I turned on monetization. It's been around 20 days, less actually. It's been around, let's say, 17, 18 days since I've been monetized, and I've made around 70 euros in that time, which may or may not be a good amount of money. I think it's somewhere in the middle, right? So it's not enough for me to just quit my job and decide, yeah, I'm going to be a full-time YouTuber, right? So I think there are people who take this very seriously, and so they put all of their effort in it. And then the third kind of people, I think, are people who don't really understand what they're doing here, and they just see it as a way to make some extra bucks. And so it doesn't really matter what kind of content they're putting out there. They try to go viral or just try to follow the trends just to get monetized and make that extra money, okay? For me, it's a mix of all these three kinds of people. I'm here to make it a creative outlet, of course, but at the same time, I wanted to monetize. I gave myself a goal of getting monetized in 4 months, and I'm very surprised that it happened before that. But at the same time, it's not something that I want to be a full-time job, right? But I want to make I want to make some money, of course. But my main goal is to build a community, and I think that's where the real work starts, and that's where YouTube stops being easy and starts being, I wouldn't say difficult, but a journey, okay? A journey that is more like a marathon than a race, right? Because you have to build something slowly, and you have to learn as you're going there. There's lots of learning curves here and there. You have the thumbnails and titles, and what works and what works for you and what works for your audience as well. And so building a community, I think it does take time, because I don't think you can just go in somewhere, right, and all of a sudden have everyone follow you. It never just happens that way. So take a politician, for example. So if you wanted to be the governor or a president, for example, it doesn't just happen overnight, right? You would have had a career over a period of time, over a period of years, before you get to that point. And so I see it that way as well, building a community here on YouTube. And it's not easy. It's not easy. So besides noticing that my growth has reduced, I've also noticed that sometimes when I post a video nowadays, in the first few days, first few hours, as YouTube says, that the first few hours determines how well your video is going to do, right? The first few hours, first few days. I've noticed that my videos do pretty well, so I get as high as 10% click-through rate. And then the video starts getting pushed out more, and all of a sudden there's almost like a stop, and then it's a trickle. So it's not a stop in terms of people clicking on my videos, but a stop in terms of how much YouTube is pushing my videos out, and so I think that YouTube doesn't want this to just be a free-for-all, right? I think there's going to be like a weeding of the good stuff from the not so good stuff, because it's something that you should work, that you should merit, right? It's based on merit, I think. I feel that YouTube is based on merit, and you have to carve a road for yourself. Hello. Hi. So I feel that you have to carve your own way, you have to carve your own road to the top. And it's a top that only you will share, right? The competition out there is massive. So if you're trying to do the same videos as everyone else and hope to get the same result as someone that's already at the top, then I think that that's just being a little bit foolish, if I may say, because the competition is high and their faces are already well known, and Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to see your thumbnail and just click on it. Sometimes we click on a thumbnail not just because of the title. It's a combination of things. Maybe we see a face that we just like the expression on the face, or it calls, to us, to something in us. And so I still feel that a lot of people miss the mark. Lots of people think that it's just, oh yeah, let's just make the videos and just post it out there and it's gonna, become famous and yay, we're gonna go viral. And it's not just, it just doesn't work out that way. So I think that what will actually work, the hard truth now, what will really work and what I think has been working for me and worked for me is first and foremost is strategy, having the right strategy, having a good strategy, and that is knowing what direction you want your channel to go in. And that's where something like niching comes into place. So at the moment, I don't think I have one particular niche. Maybe it's under an umbrella of lifestyle and motivation, I think that's what it is. But I'm still trying to find my what I want to do on YouTube, or what direction I actually want to go. But I know for sure that I have a lot of knowledge, and I have a lot of experiences that I'd love to share, and I think will be helpful to other people. So, and that's another thing. That brings me to the next point, which is about creating content that is useful for people. So not just talking about yourself and just what you want to produce, but thinking about how what you want to produce might affect someone else, right? So if I'm producing something and creating something that only me or a very few group of people, a very few number of people are interested in, of course, how can I expect that video to have thousands of views, right? But if I'm combining what I'm interested in with what other people are interested in, and finding a way to create value in that, where people can find something useful in that, then I think that is the goal that I want to reach for. And I think that that's what will help me actually build my community. And again, it is a marathon, so I don't expect to have thousands and thousands of views yet. I'll give you another example. So when I go into my analytics, I can see that my viewers, I can see the kinds of topics that my viewers are interested in, and I can also see where my viewers are from, and that kind of information. But I do not have information on what kinds of videos my audience watches, because YouTube doesn't have enough information about my channel yet. It's too young. I have only about 22 videos. I don't even have 50, 100 videos yet. So how is the algorithm supposed to have all-around picture about my channel and then decide to push it to people, right? So I have to get to that point where I have enough information out there and enough of the same audiences coming back to my channel for me to get that information. And so that is my next goal. My next goal is to create more, obviously, and get to that point where the algorithm knows me, like my friend. So first thing is about strategy. The next thing is about being consistent. So being consistent can be different for different people. I've seen some people post daily, and to be honest, for me, I don't think that works for me, both as a creator and as a consumer, because when I see a video from someone every single day, there is something also known as creator burnout, or should I say consumer burnout. So there's something also called consumer burnout. So there's just too much coming from that one source. I'd rather have a bit of suspense. It's like a TV series. The weekly TV series. I think I like those ones because I have something to look forward to, right? So that doesn't work for me, and I think there are people like me as well. But there are some people who like the daily stuff. That's absolutely fine. For me, what consistency was and still is 2 videos a week. But I have to try to avoid burnout, which is the next thing. Do not exceed yourself, because if you burn out, then you may risk giving up. I think that people who give up the most are people who are disappointed and burnt out on YouTube. Those are the two main things that could lead to giving up. And I don't want you to give up. I want you, if you have started, obviously, I want you to keep moving forward, right? I want you to keep creating and keep building, okay? So you don't want to get burnt out. So you have to find a balance for what works for you. And for me, I think that's a maximum of 2 videos a week. And some weeks I might not make 2 videos, I make 1 video, and I'm not gonna beat myself over the head too much over that. If you found any value in this video, if this video helped you in any way, please let me know. If you have any questions as well, if I can answer them, I will do so. Don't forget to like this video because other people can find it, okay? That's how the algorithm works. And subscribe if you are new here, because I'm gonna be making more videos that are similar to this. So another thing you have to do is to optimize your video for longevity. And what that means is that do not seek going viral. That was the mistake I made after I had my first viral video, which is still going, very strong right now, I have to say. But that was the mistake I made. I tried to find another formula to get me viral again. And when it didn't happen once, twice, thrice, I felt very disappointed, right? But now I know that that's not the way to go. Now I know that I just have to create content that people will find very useful today, but not just today, tomorrow as well, because I think that's what made it work with that video that went viral of mine. I think it's something that would be evergreen, something that people search for, and something that people do not search for, but it finds them, like the comments mentioned that for some people, the algorithm just gave it to them, and that's what I want for most of my videos. And as we know, not every video is gonna go viral from the start. Some videos, it takes them a few months, some might take a few years to start taking off, but when that does happen, it happens. The final thing is that you have to engage your audience and you have to build community. Without having an engaged audience, YouTube cannot see your videos and say, oh, okay, this video provides value, I'm gonna push it out to more people, because there is no engagement, right? So you have to find and think about topic ideas that create engagement, that resonate with other people in such a way that they keep coming back, and maybe they share and recommend your videos to their families and friends, which has happened with my videos, and which I'm very grateful for. So what is it? What point are you at the moment in your what point are you at the moment in your YouTube journey? Do you feel that it's easy, or do you find it difficult? I'd love to know what you think about your journey and what you think about what I've told you about my journey. Do not compare, by the way, do not compare. I'd rather you reflect on your performance yourself, and that you think about something that you need to improve with each video, okay? But just let me know, what do you think? Do you think that YouTube is an easy mode, or do you feel as if it's just a trick? Because that's how I feel. I feel like it's just a trick, a way to get you on the hamster wheel, okay? And once you get monetized, that's when the real job begins. That's when the real work begins. YouTube is definitely not on easy mode. It might seem like it, but that's just an illusion. Let me know what you think.